Hey there, everyone. I just wanted to put together a quick little update vlog, kind of explaining like what's been going on, what I'm hoping to do, that kind of thing. It's been a long time since we've done one of those. I'm just kind of doing this off the cuff, like to a webcam right now, which kind of brings me to one of my update points. I haven't been putting out as much content lately as I used to, which you might have noticed. If you're just a casual watcher, you're just like, oh, okay, new video, click, and you might not realize like how long it's been or anything. But on average, like as far as like, you know, properly produced content, it's been maybe like once a month. Where I used to do, you know, 2 or 3, usually still like 1 or 2, like a 2-part like list video or something, and then maybe 1 or 2 like not as highly produced things. Lately it's been, oh, you can see the ring light in my glasses. That's super professional. Sorry, I need to stop looking at myself on the camera. But yeah, lately it's been maybe 1 like more produced video a month, and that's about it. You know, some exceptions like the 3-part travel vlog I did November/December, but those I basically like edited all at once and then just released so that I had that kind of buffer. As far as like actual ideas I'm coming up with, like game related content, that kind of thing, I've honestly been struggling with what's a month, and it's not entirely just because of my, you know, mental health or anything. I don't really feel like getting too much into that, honestly, but let's just say I'm getting better. My mental state is cat. Yeah. All right. My mental state is improving, but I brought you up here to be cute, not to be distracting. All right. Anyway, I will get this done. Yeah. So I just haven't really been motivated still. Like, even though, you know, like my mood and everything is getting better, like day to day, I haven't had the motivation to put out stuff. And a lot of that has to do with this space. Like, before we moved, I kept saying like, oh man, I can't wait to get into the new house. Like, it's gonna be so awesome. I'm gonna have my own space, blah, 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 blah. You know, like I put all this back here. I was super excited to get started. And I just came to learn that this area is just not really built for what I want to do. In case you haven't noticed, a lot of my content lately has been, you know, audio only. Like, I'm not setting up my nice camera and doing the, you know, the personal filmed bits. And part of that's just like my mood changes. So it's a lot easier to sit down in front of a microphone and record that way rather than having to, like, you know, put on a face and like be all happy and, you know. It's exhausting sometimes to like be on for the camera. But also, it's just like a technical nightmare to set everything up in this little space, you know, be able to frame up myself where like the focus is right, and, you know, I'm not too close where it looks weird. Like, all that is just not easy in this actually pretty small room. It might not look like it when I'm just kind of framed in on the camera here, but like, this is not a big space. I actually got like another camera setup that I was going to use, still am going to use for like streaming content and stuff, which I'll get back to later. But yeah, it kind of shows like how small this space is. And like, you know, I've got to deal with other stuff in here, like an exercise bike, which actually doesn't work. We just haven't gotten rid of yet. And it's kind of just like a dump room right now while we work on the basement. But like, this is the space. Like, you know, quick pan, that's all of it. It's just not super easy to actually like do content in this room. I kind of have to wedge myself into the closet and, you know, set the camera up as far over as I can. It's basically like butt up against the wall whenever I get the tripod set up. It's just clunky. So, you know, I've tried. I'm proud of the stuff I've made in here. It's just hard to motivate myself to do all that work. That's why I started experimenting with, you know, doing stuff in the living room or whatever, because it's a more open space. I felt more comfortable recording out there. That being said, I have made some progress in our basement renovation, And hopefully we will be able to move everything down there in my new office space in the near future. But I mean, it's still, it's still kind of in the you have to tear down before you can build up phase. But like, I'm really excited about the potential down there, and I don't know. It's hard to motivate yourself to do, anything in a temporary space when you can start to see the light at the end of the tunnel in your permanent space. Actually, you know what? Let's just go down there. I want to show you kind of the empty space, and we can see, you can see. I see it all the time. You can see what I'm working with and what my plans are when it's all done. So come on, let's go. All right, so this is gonna be pretty quick and dirty down here because I'm just on my phone, and it's kind of messy. Also, the acoustics probably suck, but this is my basement. I'm just kind of gonna show you around a little bit. The lighting's also not great because we actually only have two kind of fluorescent lights down here right now. Since we ripped out the ceilings, we also ripped out all the old lighting. So, it will be better when we actually put up the proper light stuff. But for now, it's a little awkward. And I don't want to really be on camera, so I'm going to flip this around and just kind of focus on showing you guys stuff. So, one sec. So just, again, kind of quick and dirty rundown. We're actually going to close this in over here as a laundry room. And also, obviously frame in all of this ugly concrete. So we can actually put up drywall and paint and stuff like that. And then in this corner over here, it's still going to be open. All of this area is going to be open. And over here is going to be a little bar and gaming table set up. Ignore all the ceiling tiles. And my goal eventually is to actually do tabletop gaming videos. So I want to actually put out kind of a call to arms to get a gaming group together that will, come down here. We record a podcast or stream a D&D game or something like that. I don't have the details worked out yet, but I think it'd be kind of cool just to have this little corner over here set up, maybe a rig to do a camera from the ceiling coming down, and be able to kind of, set all that up with a multi-camera setup, toggle between them, all kinds of stuff. It'll be cool. But like I said, that's all, down the line. We got to get this finished first. This little nook here is partially finished because this is connected to my office area, which was finished before. And this is where the giant TV that I bought, this guy, is going to go. I found out a 65-inch is actually perfect for right here with some speakers on each side. So I'm super excited to get that in. And then it's just going to be pretty open. And I'm going to have kind of some kind of tiered seating here. So, almost like a movie theater where it's couch and then riser and couch. That's the goal, at least. And I'm going to have all of the cords and stuff. Because like I said, my office is on the other side of this wall. So I'm going to have all the cords and stuff actually route through. Yeah, I know this hole is gross. We broke the drywall. Route through into the office. So I'll see if I can actually get this. Not really. Okay, fine. I'll show myself again. Yeah, you really can't tell. All right. Well, I tried. But it's just a much more functional space. And my goal is actually to, this is hard to do while looking at the camera. My goal is to do in the ceiling here, track lighting, but have multiple lights hooked into that track where I can, pivot them to different directions and actually be able to kind of have dynamic lighting for different things. So this wall over here, because it's got, electrical panel and window and the wireless router and all that kind of stuff, will just be kind of a, my current setup in the closet. It'll kind of be just like a backdrop with my computer and stuff here. And then over here will be essentially I don't totally know which wall is which yet, but will be either a green screen wall, like painted wall, or a white wall for bringing back future, you know, things like the score, for example, is kind of what I'm planning. Like white wall, you know, story type, like news type stuff. I don't know why that was so hard to say. This wall will be the other wall, like either, you know, green screen, white, whichever. I'm kind of leaning towards this being the green screen because I can actually wrap the green around the corner and be able to do some really cool stuff, like production-wise, you know, for like skits and things like that. And then I've got the closet. I tore our closet out from here, and that's where all the wires and stuff are going to come in. When we get everything set up with the living room and stuff, or with the, you know, main room, I can pull all the cords and things through here, have some shelves set up with like gaming consoles and stuff on them. And then from there, again, I don't know the details yet. I gotta figure out like logistically how it's going to work. But my goal is to actually have like kind of a switcher, so I can have my gaming consoles toggle between this room, like, you know, so I can have it hook up to my computer or whatever for streaming, or play out on the TV, but have everything in here in one location. So I'm not like, you know, moving cables around or moving the consoles themselves between, and I don't know how to do that. But I'm hoping it's possible, and if it is, I'm gonna do it. It's getting, like, my arm's getting tired of holding this, sorry. So yeah, this is the space. I don't, like I said, it's kind of hard to really show it off right now, but it's going to be super cool when it's done. And I'm gonna do like some proper soundproofing and stuff too, because part of the problem is the bathroom down here shares a wall with the office, and the office is also right underneath our bedroom. So currently there's really, like, there's no insulation down here at all, anywhere. This is hard to hold, I'm sorry. So the problem I'm having is, like, I was working down here the other day and I had to go upstairs. You can hear everything in the bedroom, and probably vice versa. So I'm gonna have to do some really good soundproofing in there when we get this all done, to kind of cut down on, you know, ambient noise, especially like if someone's out here watching something. That's also a shared wall with the office. So yeah, this has gone on longer than I wanted it to. Sorry. I'm actually, you know, editing magic. I'm filming this last. So I wanted to keep it short because I know how long the rest of the video is. But whatever, it's fine. I'll figure it out. I can make it shorter by, you know, not talking anymore right now. But here we are. So yeah, this is a big project, but I'm super excited about it. I'll do a quick little spin around. And also, anyone want some wood? Anyone want to, you know, come find my address and get some spare wood? Because we have hella extra wood. But I'm really excited for this project, and that's kind of why I haven't been around as much, because I just want to get this done. Like, I want to be able to use this space, because I think we can do some really cool stuff when this is done. But until then, just bear with me. Anyway, back to Justin in the office. Other office. You know what I mean. So yeah, that is the basement. Pretty excited, but that's still a few months away, unfortunately. In the meantime, what are we gonna do? So I do have some more ideas for videos, but it's probably not still gonna be more than like one, you know, produced video a month. That's kind of just where I'm at right now. I've been doing a lot of stuff, you know, with the renovations. That's very time consuming. I've just been gaming. Like, it's kind of nice to just casually game. You know, I mentioned in my Game of the Year video I got an Xbox, so I've had a whole slew of new games to play on Game Pass, all that stuff. If you want, I can just, you know, do like a ramble video or something on the kind of stuff I've been playing lately, but that's not for this video. I'm trying to keep it short. I don't know, I'm kind of just relaxing. It's nice, like, to not focus on constantly putting out content. Like, there was a while there where I think I told you guys about it, that I got kind of burnt out because I was just like spending all of my time editing, and so I wasn't actually getting to play any games that I wasn't doing for a video, and it sucked. Like, I don't want to go back to that. I do this because I love it. And if I stop loving it, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? So I need those breaks so that I can still love it. I feel like I just was spinning my wheels for a second there. Anyway, what I do want to do is actually get into streaming. I've had a hard time finding like a start date because I don't want to start doing it until I can regularly do it. And so I kept having this rationale of like, well, there's the holidays. Let's get past the holidays. And then I started, like, I was sick for a little bit after the new year, so I put it off again. And then I was like, well, I'm not really feeling it this week. So, like, you know, I could do just kind of a casual stream, but, like, I don't want that to be the expectation. And just, like, I kept getting in my head about, you know, like, oh, well, it has to be perfect for the first time back, or, you know, people won't want to come week to week or whatever. And then I got the mindset of, no, it doesn't matter. Just, you know, if you want to stream, stream. Just do it. Anytime. But I didn't do it. I played Tim instead. Sorry, I have priorities. So I'm going to stream. I just want to be in the right headspace to do it. And until I feel that, I'm not going to do it. I'm still planning on the, you know, the one night a week thing because I just don't have a lot of time, but I don't know yet when that will be. But when I do, I have some cool ideas of how to do it. I'm still not totally sure what I'm going to play. That's kind of been part of the problem is like I want, you know, a game that inspires me to get back into it that I can just go through. I've been thinking of like some kind of, you know, narrative adventure type thing. Like I recently watched through a story playthrough of The Last of Us, and I'm like, man, this game is so good. I can't play it. Like it's too scary, you know? But I want a game like that I would play, that I actually like would enjoy getting into, but that I can also share with an audience. Like a Spider-Man, you know? But not Spider-Man because I did that. Check out the story play, you know. I've exhausted that particular well for the channel. Like I said, I got a new camera that will be essentially like a cat cam. So it kind of moves around, you know, around the room. It's on a swivel. So I'll probably mostly keep it in one place, like where I usually have a cat sitting on my chair or whatever. And then I have the ability to kind of move it, you know, to find them if people are interested in what cats are up to at any given time. Currently, I don't even have any in here, so, you know, what's up with that? So I kind of want that to, like, make it unique. I'm going to have 4 cats. Like, people know me for my cats. You know, might as well work that into the stream somehow. But that, honestly, also might be in the new studio still. I might, like, just play around with, like I said, streaming whenever I feel like it, not sticking to any kind of schedule, just to, like, build up that, you know, that confidence while streaming, because I don't feel confident when I don't have a script. Like, even right now with this vlog, I'm just kind of, like, word vomiting out, because I know what I want to say, but when it gets to actually saying it and I don't have the words in front of me, I get so off track, like right now, for example. So I just need to build up that confidence of being on stream, you know, sharing like my gameplay with my commentary, multitasking, which is another big one. I can do okay right now because all I'm focusing on is the vlog part, but when I'm also playing a game, I tend to get distracted. But I do have some other things I want to put out in the near future, like a few more kind of, you know, first look type things. I actually recorded some Tim with my friend Shelly, also known as Shelbris. And I wanted to put that out, but it was part of like the stress test, which was not a very good showing of the game. And so by the time like I actually started to edit it and stuff and cut out all the dead air with like the, you know, disconnects and things like that from the server, I didn't really feel like it was appropriate to put out because the game was out at that point. You know, a lot of those issues were gone. I didn't want to put out something that didn't accurately represent the game. I might still, just because like there's some funny commentary and stuff in there, but I don't like what it shows of the gameplay.
There are so many people inside me right now.
Oh.
Probably having the same conversation. It's getting uncomfortable.
I mean, I do see like a really tightly packed orgy on the professor's steps.
Yep.
So,
I'm in that orgy.
Yeah. But I want to do more stuff like that. You know, first looks at games before they're out, and like proper reviews where it's not just like me playing the game while talking about it, because I don't feel like I'm good at that, but like showing the gameplay and then having post commentary scripted over it, you know, that kind of thing. So that stuff's a little easier to put out, takes less time. I can focus on it more between things. You know, if I'm playing a game anyway, why not like record some stuff from it and put it out? That's kind of like the Game of the Year video is kind of a test of that. You know, like shorter blurbs about recent games that I've played, but scripted. So I want to think more critically about one game instead of doing like lists of things. But I got to figure out the formatting and stuff for that. So that's kind of why I'm just taking it easy right now, because I feel like I'm, you know, mentally in limbo. So I'm trying to figure that stuff out, like what I want the channel to be about in the future. But anyway, I've rambled a lot so far. I've pretty much covered the topics I wanted to cover, about like why content has been lacking, a kind of a quick tour of the new space and why I'm kind of, you know, anxious to get down there and haven't been focused in here. And then a little bit of information on what's to come. Like I said, I have a few ideas actually like planned out, and loosely scripted. I think the next one, I'm trying to put things out like as they're relevant to try to, you know, get those clicks, work in some kind of like theme around a thing that's out. Like I put out my top Mortal Kombat characters around the time of MK11 coming out, like those kind of things, because I feel like it does help, you know, the engagement of the video when there's like something to tie it to. So long story short, I think the next video is going to be on my top, don't hold me to this, by the way, this is just an idea I already have listed out, but I think the next video is going to be on my top like Mega Man spin-off titles. So kind of the games that aren't like in a series, so like no Battle Network, you know, no Mega Man Legends, that kind of stuff, that aren't like mainline games but still have multiple games in their series. None of those. But on the games that like are weird, like different takes on the Mega Man gameplay style, if that makes sense. Like I said, I'm not great at formulating my thoughts into words. What am I doing? But I want to time that with the launch of the Mega Man Zero ZX collection that's coming out. And it was supposed to come out this month, so I was going to do it this month, but they pushed it back, so I'm pushing the video back. But I have the idea of everything I want to do. I just have to actually like collect the footage and stuff like that. So I think that's my next plan. But past that, I don't know. It depends how long all the studio stuff is going to take. Hopefully it won't be more than a few months. But until then, I'm not really like guaranteeing anything. You know what I mean? But I'll be around. You know, I'm always hanging out. I'm always working on something, even if it's something that's months down the line. But yeah, that's all I got for now. I'm feeling parched from all this talking, so I'm going to go get some water. But just keep an eye out. I'll be doing stuff. And, you know, in the meantime, why don't you share, if you've made it this far, which is probably like 2 of you, why don't you like share some of your favorite content creators? And, you know, we can just kind of build a new little community around this. Because part of not like making as much stuff is I've been watching a lot more stuff. So I'd like some new people to check out. It's, you know, kind of in that like editorial realm. I found a few new ones lately, but I'm always up for more. So yeah, share with me your favorite content creators. And we can just kind of, you know, powwow. Why not? But that's all I got. So until whatever next video, have fun.